Well, good Wednesday morning, everybody. It is April 7th, and we are continuing to work our way through the ninth chapter of the book of Acts. Today we're going to look at verses 19b. We took the first half of 19 yesterday, 19a, and I didn't mention that, I don't think, yesterday. But today we're 19b to 25. Chapter 9. If you remember, we have left off with Paul being struck down on the way to Damascus and going into Damascus. The 3 days, remember that whole 3-day thing. Then Ananias coming and laying hands on him and giving him the gift of the Holy Spirit and proclaiming that he is well and he can see, and then the scales fall away, and now Paul can see, and he has the complete revelation, if you want to look at it that way, though I think he had the complete revelation already on the road to Damascus. But at any rate, he has all in now, as they say. So let's take a look at these verses, verses 19b, the second half of verse 19, to 25 in the ninth chapter of the book of Acts. For several days he was with the disciples in Damascus, and immediately he began to proclaim Jesus in the synagogue, saying, "He is the Son of God." All who heard him were amazed and said, "Is not this the man who made havoc in Jerusalem among those who invoked this name? And has he not come here for the purpose of bringing them bound before the chief priest?" Saul became increasingly more powerful and confounded the Jews who lived in Damascus by proving that Jesus was the Messiah. After some time had passed, the Jews plotted to kill him, but their plot became known to Saul. They were watching the gates day and night so that they might kill him. But his disciples took him by night and let him down through an opening in the wall, lowering him in a basket. Okay, and that's that oftentimes shown image of Paul being lowered from a window in the wall down in a very large basket, unless Paul was a considerably small guy. Though I think there's some thought that he wasn't a particularly large man. Paul has had a major conversion, obviously, and he's immediately started off doing what he seems to be doing throughout his history or his career as a disciple. He goes to the synagogue, and that's where he goes, and that's why Paul becomes known, and what I call he's a poacher of the God-fearers is what he evolves into doing. Here, though, he must be seeming to be focusing more on the Jewish folks. At least he riles up the truly Jewish folks, not just the ones that are proselytes, the ones that are in the process of converting or aren't willing to completely convert. We'll get to that point here shortly in Acts. But he's raising enough of a ruckus and being quite vocal and not being what do I want to say, timid by any means. I don't think Paul was a timid guy. I don't think that ever entered into the realm of Paul's understanding. It wasn't that way beforehand. He was zealous about attacking the Christians and the Jewish Christians, or the Christian Jews, and now he seems to, when he flipped, he went exactly 180, and he's going all out the opposite direction. He's trying to bring as many people into the fold as he can. So he is raising a stink with them. Now, we can look at this in our lifetime, and of course they're plotting to kill him, but we look in our lifetime, who are the people that get their people's goat the most? It's when somebody has an enlightenment or a conversion or a change of heart, and they start, whatever it might be, as like there's nobody that's more animately, as I've many times said, but not necessarily from the pulpit or here, the people that are the most anti-smoking are the people that are ex-smokers. And who do the people that smoke dislike the most? Well, the ones that are the anti-smokers, because they seem to be the most vehemently and ardently anti-smoking many times. Not always, but many times. I've seen that many times. And they're the least likely to impose on somebody that's smoking to say, "Hey, get that out of here," because they for whatever reason they can identify, I guess. But at any rate, usually or many times, those are the people that are the most outspoken, and definitely those are the people that those that haven't converted dislike the most. If you travel around the internet and spend any time, like I've been into forums that are driven by more atheist groups, and go in and see what they're saying and arguing. Well, the people that they attack the most and the hardest and most venomously are those that have converted from being an atheist to being a theist in some fashion, whether it would be Christian or Muslim or Jewish or what have you. Generally it's Christian for some reason, but that people convert. But those are the people they attack. Those are the ones that they talk down the most. So that's what's going on here. See the same thing in Muslim things. I see people that have converted from Islam to Christianity or to being an atheist. I've seen that too. And who are the ones that the Muslims go after the hardest and the most vehemently? It's those guys that once were one of them. And so that's, I think, what you're seeing here. It is Paul. Now, all of them were ex-Jews, but Paul was the most, he was supposed to be the enforcer. He was the guy that was breaking legs, if you want to put it that way, and dragging people back to Jerusalem. So he is the one they really turn on. You were supposed to come and take care of this mess, and now here you are contributing to that mess. So we really, really are going to focus on you. So much so that they're plotting to kill him. Seems a little harsh, but that's what's going on. And so that's why Paul has to leave. And I think it changes his modus operandi from there on. It looks like Paul spends quite a bit of time in Damascus. We don't see him doing that so much afterwards. He kind of goes in and gets something set up, and then he kind of tends to turn it over to other people, and he leaves so that he's not the focal point of this the way movement. He gets himself out of there as being something that people can focus on. Seems to be more the way he does it after this. There's a few places he spends more time, but it looks here that he spends, we don't know exactly, it doesn't give us a date, but after some time. So that makes me feel like it's a lengthier period of time than normal. So that's what we've got today. I'm going to let you go, which are reasonably short, hopefully, today. Enjoy the day. It's a little rainy and dreary, but hey, we need the rain still. So have a very blessed day, and please be a blessing to someone today. We'll see you tomorrow, and don't forget, tomorrow we have drive-through communion. We're back to our normal Thursday routine, and I'll be putting up a song at 7. So I have normally been doing, but we didn't last week because of the Maundy Thursday. Okay, see you then. Take care. God bless.